Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Welcome everyone to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your man Tone once again, about to drop this new episode for the Chicago Bears week one game. I almost said win. Week one game against the Minnesota Vikings. I got my man Boss Man in the place to be. What's going on, boss?
Man, how you feeling today besides that debacle? How you feeling?
I feel pretty good, man. You know, I was a little low last night after the game, but I didn't bounce back since then.
Right.
Because I said before the season started, we'll see. I ain't got no expectations this year. So I ain't going to let them get me too high or too low.
It's like I said, it didn't affect me as much as it has in the past because, as we said, no expectations. Tired of the off-season victories and preseason kings, and the fans just want to see something now. So, actually, I didn't even get upset. I was disappointed, but I didn't even get upset. We know it's going to be growing pains. We all said that the defense and the running game was going to have to carry us until, the passing game got on track.
I know I came in on the ass end on the question with
I hadn't even asked the question yet.
Okay.
Just like I started.
No, I was just asking how he feeling. He was just telling me how he felt, man. That's all.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
We ain't got to the hardball stuff yet, but
yeah, we all good.
Right on.
All right, so fellas, after last night's dramatic loss, 27-24 to the Minnesota Vikings. What's your what's the word I'm looking for? Overreaction to game one of the season for the Chicago Bears. Any one of y'all can jump in right now.
I'll let the boss man take that.
Reaction. What's the overreaction?
Well, my overreaction is everything they've been saying about Caleb in camp being inaccurate. Is it true now? Because he missed a lot of receivers due to overthrows and simply not releasing the ball. They were open. So are the reports that came out of camp, all training camp, right about his inaccuracy and his, falling behind with the playbook, not getting it, not comprehending it? I know they loaded him a lot, but, it's hard to say right now because we haven't really heard of any other coach that overload their quarterback. So we don't have anything to, basically judge it up against. So I don't know if it's that, but I know that's what's being talked about today. I know it is because I'm wondering. Is he in fact having issues with his accuracy and getting the playbook under control?
My overreaction is he really this generational talent that everybody says he is?
So I got a question to that.
I haven't seen it yet.
I had a question to that. Did you watch him in college?
I seen him run around and throw the ball.
So did you watch him play in college?
No,
okay.
No, I don't watch college.
So you're going by what some other pundits, some national media said that he was generational talent, not by what your own eyes said because you didn't see him.
But even with the clips that I saw, all the clips I've always said I don't see generational talent.
Okay, there you go. So your own eyes said he's not generational. So what does it matter? So what does it matter that some national media said that he was generational? It doesn't matter. And does he have to be generational talent is my question. Does he have to be? Because if you look at the history of the NFL, the majority of the champions at quarterback, not all, but the majority of the champions at quarterback were not generational talents when they came out of college.
Including who they call the GOAT right now.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
He wasn't even generational. So whether he's generational or not, it doesn't even matter. It's just,
I think they need to put on that
us a championship. Let me finish. Is he good enough to win us a championship? Is he good enough to be the Bears' franchise quarterback that we've never had in my whole life? That's the question. I don't care about the generational part.
I don't
Those two things are the most important to me. Is he a franchise quarterback, and can he help us win a championship?
I don't see it. I don't see it.
That's the only thing that matters.
I don't see it as of yet either. But what he did look good at is what he looked like in college. Off scripted moves. That throw to Rome was on the money, on a rope type moving. So he has it. He needs consistency. So there are flashes. We can see the ceiling of where it can be, but can he be consistent with it? And it's hard when you have to roll around and duck this and duck that and then come out with a throw. But he had on-time throws that he simply did not.
Thank you. He has to do that within the offense.
Okay,
not every time the play breaks down, because the play may not break down, and you just sitting there in a pocket patting the ball and you're getting happy feet. You got a lot of time and you're like, wow, what do I do with all this? So
I got another question for you guys. Are we overanalyzing and over-scrutinizing Caleb Williams because he missed some throws? He threw some bad passes. When we see great quarterbacks do the same thing, I've seen Tom Brady miss open receivers. I've seen Patrick Mahomes make bad throws. I've seen the boy that used to be with the Packers, who's with the Pittsburgh Steelers now. He's done the same thing. Yeah, Rodgers. So are we over scrutinizing him when we see great quarterbacks doing the same thing? Yes, we want consistency, but a lot of fans, I ain't gonna say y'all, a lot of fans want perfection. As soon as he make a mistake,
Right.
But I look at it. I look at it like this: if we drag JF1 through the mud over the same thing, we can't make excuses for Caleb.
So
he's supposed to be the better quarterback.
So this is my thing about that analogy. Does it make it right that we drug JF1 through the mud?
No,
it doesn't. So why keep doing the wrong when we know it's not right that we did that? One.
Because we're tired.
We talking about a number one overall pick.
I'm sorry. Get the second question. I'm sorry.
I forgot my second point. I'm getting old, fellas.
So is it fair? And then
no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it! Oh shit! I should have took my vitamins today.
That would have taken. Maybe I need some.
Okay, I remember what it was. I remember what it was.
Sure they had none.
What year is JF1 in right now? I think it's 5th season, right?
5th, I believe.
And this is Caleb's 2nd season, correct? So
correct.
By JF1's 2nd season, was he as good as Caleb? I say no. Compare JF1 right now in his 5th season to Caleb's 2nd season. I say from my eyes, from watching the Jets game 1 and watching the Bears game 1, they're about equal right now. They're about equal, and JF got 3. And JF1 got 3 years on him.
I would say, which doesn't speak good for JF1.
No, that means at some point Caleb's going to surpass him.
I look at it in this manner: they're two different quarterbacks, two totally different. They got two totally different styles.
Is it really totally different?
Yeah. I mean,
because they both run and throw off script,
but no, not as much as Caleb. Caleb's whole career has been throwing off script. That's what he excels at, and you can clearly see that.
Okay, and is that a bad thing though?
No, it is when you're trying to get him to run your offense.
But if your offense isn't working, then he has something else in his tool belt. He has something else in his tool belt that he could pull out if your offense isn't working. Because every quarterback can't pull that out. You got some quarterbacks that can't move their feet. They got fucking cement shoes and they can't see down the field and run at the same time. He can do that. That's something in your tool belt.
Yeah, and then look at Lamar and look at Josh. They do just as many off script plays. They just
Josh Allen and Josh. He should have been the first person I brought up.
Yeah, Josh do it all the time.
He's so off script. His passes are so inaccurate. But yeah, he won MVP last year. So. Yeah. Caleb has room to grow, and people are so tight on him in year 2, game 1.
And a new offense.
Overloaded
on that he was overloaded.
So this is definitely a.
I get that it's a new offense, new coaching staff, new everything, but we got to see better. We're talking about a number 1 overall pick. I don't want to make excuses.
So that's on your boy Poles. Then if he's the number 1 overall
pick, everybody.
No, that's on Poles.
That also includes Caleb too.
Caleb didn't pick himself number one. Caleb didn't pick
Man,
himself number one.
Caleb is the one out there throwing the ball. He's
Right.
out there
But you
missing
kept
the
bringing
pass.
up number one overall pick. He did
Right.
not. He did not make that pick.
Because
Ryan
we put
Poles
all
made
this
that pick.
onus. We put all this onus on the number one overall pick with all
Ryan
this talent.
Poles. Ryan
And
Poles.
you say yourself, if you got a better talented quarterback out, if there's a better talented player out there, go get him. Now, on his talent alone, some of them passes he should be making.
I agree 100%. The one to DJ to the end zone should have been an easy pass.
That overthrow on 4th and 3. That's a blown
the one he
pass.
zipped it hard as hell to
You threw it behind him.
DJ.
DJ.
Was
right.
DJ Moore.
Yeah,
Right.
those two passes stand out to me for most.
Yeah.
But to put the number one overall pick on the quarterback ain't fair because he can't pick himself. That's
But
on
he
the
put it on
team that
himself, too.
evaluated
He
the
put
talent
He put
that could have
pressure
picked
on
somebody
himself,
else.
too.
There was 4 other quarterbacks picked in the first round, right? Or 3 other quarterbacks picked in the first round. Ryan Poles could have picked either of those. Those quarterbacks have beaten Caleb Williams in the past year. Ryan Poles could have picked either of those, but he picked Caleb Williams. That's on him that Caleb was the number one overall pick, not on Caleb.
Jaden Daniels was there.
Yep.
McCarthy was there.
Drake May was
All
there.
the cats was there.
Bo Nix was there.
I'm talking about for Caleb to produce. For me, as a number one overall pick, you need to produce. I mean, that's just it. You got to come.
Now, you know what? I'll say this. He's not wrong about that. He's not wrong. As a number one pick, you have to produce. But the reason why he's not producing, you're not going to put on that player. The player
as
has
a number
to have
one overall pick, you have to play to your abilities. But
yeah.
But
his ability is missing wide open receivers.
He didn't say he was the best player in the draft. He didn't say he was the number one overall pick. That's on Ryan Poles, dog. How y'all don't see that? It's clear as day. The GM made the pick, not the player. It's clear as day. That's like saying Michael Jordan, who was the 3rd pick in the Bulls in the NBA draft in '84. If he didn't live up to be the best player, it's on him. Or the third best player is on him. It's on the Bulls. They made that. He actually turned out to be the best, but if he didn't live up to that 3rd pick,
there's nowhere knowing it.
Right. There's no way of knowing it.
Okay.
Right. Nobody.
Okay. First of all, wait a minute. Hold on. I wasn't
point,
saying that you were wrong by saying that it's on Poles. It is on Poles because he made the pick. I say the number one overall thing behind his name is what's pushing him to have to do better. It's not his fault, but he was picked at number one. And it's unfortunate that the world is going to see him like that. But that's just football.
But that's just unfortunate the world is slow like that because it's not. He's not the person that picked himself.
But he also put that pressure on himself too. So
some of them played, and he started out good with the check downs.
Right. Even still, he had happy feet. Even back there with them check downs.
I mean, that's gonna happen after you get sacked 68 times in 1 year. That's not on him.
Facts.
No, that's not. But he had happy feet last year.
And he was getting sacked
a whole lot last year.
He was getting sacked last year. I would have had happy feet too.
But again, we know.
What are we not saying?
We know, according to the stats, 28 of them sacks was on him.
17. Don't change the number.
No, according to the stats that I saw, they said 28.
I saw 17.
I say a third. A third is on him. A third is on 28.
They didn't he didn't throw all those off-script passes 17 or 28 times in a row. There were times in between that built that mentality that I got to get the fuck out of here before I get smashed.
Yeah, that's a lot of punishment. A quarterback taking 17 games.
But he had that same mentality in college as well.
But you didn't see him in college. You said
you didn't see him play.
Pick a story.
I see plays. They show replays. Come on, man.
That's like me talking.
He had that same mentality in college.
That's like me talking about Bill Russell because I saw a couple of highlights. I ain't see him play.
That's all his highlights. Show me something where he's under the center and actually running a play. Show me some highlights
the last time he played
you don't have not one highlight where he's under center.
That ain't true. I'll bring some. I'll show you some. I'll show you some when we get off of here. That ain't true. I've seen him. That ain't true. Now
they said that he hadn't played under center since high school.
He played from the shotgun. He played from the shotgun. Yeah.
Right. He played in the shotgun. But at the same time, You got the in his defense, the college game is messing these kids up for the pros.
In his defense, he didn't set the offense up to play from the shotgun. That's on the coaching staff.
And
so
Ben
he played
knows
from
he's
there
a
because of the
shotgun
coach.
quarterback, and he still took the job.
Yeah, he wanted to get him under center more.
I'm just saying, but
you already know his tendencies.
You know
right.
That's not his strength, though.
Yeah,
and yet you still came to the Bears. So
Facts.
I mean, whose fault is that? I mean, I get what you're saying.
You make a lot of excuses for Ryan Poles, J-Mac. You make a lot of excuses.
I'm not making an excuse for
you
Poles
are.
on this. I'm talking about Caleb as a player. Fuck Ryan Poles.
No, you brought in. He's supposed to be generational. He was the number one pick.
Exactly, and that's
Ryan Poles. That's Ryan Poles. And you didn't.
And
you put it on Caleb. And you put it on Caleb.
Right. He put it on himself as well.
Ryan Poles put that on Caleb.
Caleb
by picking him number one.
Well.
By picking him number one. All right.
Anybody that picked him number one was going to put that on him.
Okay.
Everybody.
That don't make it fair.
That don't make it fair. But that doesn't make it Caleb's fault. But that doesn't make it Caleb's fault. It just make whoever the GM's fault.
But if you go out there and you put yourself out there and you play and you put the tape out there, I want to be the number one pick. And okay, you got it.
Who's going to be the one that get fired? Who's going to get the one to get? Caleb ain't going nowhere.
Caleb will probably get moved on if he'll probably get moved on from like every other quarterback that we've had.
Ryan Poles would be gone before Caleb Williams if this team fails.
Absolutely.
It was his pick. It was his pick. It was his coach. It's all of his. It's all of his on his lap.
It is.
So as soon as he don't make that pick, Caleb and he go pick Jaden Daniels or he made the wrong pick or whatever. You got to wait till these kids come out and play and just quit going off what you see in college. And
I agree 100%.
That's the only thing we have to measure them against.
And I agree 100%. So we have to wait till they go out and play.
Yes.
In my opinion, last season was a wash because of the coaching staff. He played okay. He played okay. He wasn't great.
He threw for 3,500 yards. That's not nothing.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't great. He was just okay.
This season we have 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, we have to let this season play out before this is an overreaction that we're having right here. We have to let the season play out before we can say, "Oh, Caleb ain't that dude," or "Caleb ain't this," or "Caleb ain't that." One game and we already overreacting on the man. I saw bad throws. We need consistency. But
you could put just as much on the run game. The run game needs to do more.
The run game was absent.
The run game had like three good runs. About 3 good runs
from your quarterback.
About 3 good runs, and that was it. And not even talking about the quarterback runs. I'm talking about the running backs. Had about 3 runs, and that was it. The blocking up front for the running backs was not good. They was open.
From the
holes were not there.
61 from the running backs.
Hold on. Let's talk about this revamped offensive line.
The holes were not there. Go ahead. Spit it.
Man, that was atrocious. Dolman and Jackson. Man, they was like fucking turnstiles. You went out and spent all this money on the top free agent center out there. Well, you could have just plugged Doug Kramer or Stromberg in there for that shit.
Right.
It'd have been worse.
I already have my reservations with Jonah Jackson.
I don't think it would have been worse with Stromberg because Stromberg is a true center, and that's what I think the Bears need. I don't think Dolman is not
a true center.
He's a true center, but I don't think he's not it.
He's a Pro Bowl center.
After one game,
he's a Pro Bowl center.
The overreaction continues, people.
Fuck that. No,
and then Jonah Jackson coming back from injury. They're not robots, homie. They're not robots. They're people, man.
Hey,
nope.
J-Mac got the most overreactions at the game one.
I like this. Hey, I feel him though. That's the fan. We tired of it.
He said he ain't it though. He said he ain't it. That's the overreaction part. He had a bad game for sure. Yeah. I agree. But not being it is a
because you telling me that Trent Williams and people don't have holding calls on them? I mean, people gonna have holding calls.
I mean, it's hold. No, it's not the holding calls. It's the blocking itself. He can beat. Jackson getting beat. They get beat. That was the one that was allowing pressure up the middle on Caleb.
Up the middle, yeah.
What was I telling you in the offseason about him getting benched when he came back healthy? I was like, there's a reason he got benched. Jonah Jackson is a question mark. He's a question mark because I always had reservations when they made that move to get him. And I was like, no, he got benched for a reason. He probably ain't that good.
He ain't all the way.
He's just decent.
He went all
He's
the way
just
right.
decent. Huh?
Right, and
He
then
probably went all the way healthy, or he wasn't showing what he needed to show to keep that starting.
He got beat out by the younger player, dog.
Yeah.
It was your job when you got injured. Teams don't usually do that unless you're getting outplayed.
Right.
Outplayed.
Yeah.
Then when you came back from injury, you got outplayed still. So
yeah.
And then what? That's on Johnson because you went out and asked for him. You had to.
Right. I agree.
Because of your familiarity.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I'm trying to say.
I got you. Hey, that's why we on the pod together.
Man, I was just not happy with, especially with that revamped offensive line. I mean, I know you got some dogs across from them with Hargrave and Allen, but man,
Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
Dogs.
I expected better from Dahlman. I didn't really have the big expectations from Jackson, but Dahlman, I'm like, you look like trash tonight.
Especially Dahlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you damn near
now,
like
is that because of this overload?
Man, what you said?
Is that a direct result of this overload of information they getting, or are they just sucking that bad? That's what I'm saying. We don't know. This is the first time we've really heard of a coach really just pouring on and see what they can grab and then throwing some shit out and then putting this back in. That's going to take time to gel with.
I think it's a reflection on the guy next to you. So maybe Dahlman had a bad night because Jackson was right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or the Vikings defense was just that good up front.
I think it's a combination of both. I think it's going to take time for that line to get their shit together. And when you're going against, everybody knows that defense catches up with the game way faster than offense does. And
we can see that this game,
true,
the defense
that's just true. It's true. It's
not.
Both
defenses were ahead of the offense on both sides of the ball.
They were. One just got their shit together, and the other one didn't.
Yeah, facts. Man, how y'all feel about the refs?
Go ahead.
How y'all feel about the refs? Those penalties that they called on the Bears. It was a lot of penalties were questionable in my opinion.
Trash.
To me, the main penalty that got me was that pancake by Wright.
Yeah.
That snatching trap, that was fucking beautiful.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Pancaked him.
That was bullshit.
He straight pancaked him, man. You could see right away he raising his arms up.
Yep.
Let him know I ain't holding him. And you threw the flag right away.
And that's what you should have did. You shouldn't have did that.
Gay.
Just play the game. When you do that, you call it.
He already threw the flag anyways, but that was gay.
Oh, well, I didn't. Yeah.
Hey, 127 yards on penalties. That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
12 penalties.
12 penalties.
Yeah.
12 penalties.
And then what about the one they didn't call when a play was way over and they both stand on the sideline and who was that came and pushed Walker, number 20, flat out, 2 hands to the chest. Right when the game started, he popped dude out of bounds.
I don't remember that.
Dude came up on the side. It was the beginning of the game. He popped him out of bounds, and dude from Vikings came up, 2 hands to the chest, boom, and didn't call nothing. They didn't call nothing.
But the Bears got to take some of that blame for those pre-snap penalties, man. They got to get
the pre-snap penalties. I'm not giving them a dime on. Some of them
get that together.
Some of them pass interference, the PI calls though. Come on, man.
2 by Jackson, 1 by Wright. Now I forgot who the other one was.
Yeah, and boss man, that pass interference was some bull.
It was.
The receiver fell on his own.
Yes.
How you gonna call a pass interference?
Trash, bro. That's trash. That referee, the referees, and then they already trying to set precedent with taking him back over the game. That's why I didn't understand why they didn't call that play on dude when he pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Jahadi Walker got pushed in the chest, 2 hands, full extension, not nothing. But every time you turn around, you're pulling out a flag on the Bears. At home, no doubt.
Yeah, no excuses, but those penalties, man, killed some drives. Killed the drive at least. Killed at least one drive.
Definitely.
I'm gonna say 2, but 1 definitely. 2, I think more than 2, but 2 is I say definitely 2.
Man,
because they were on a roll. They were rolling down the field.
The one on right really killed that drive.
Yeah,
we were on the 10, I believe. We were on 10. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
when we was on the goal line, when we got called for holding or something, they moved us back to like the 11.
Yeah, and it was
third quarter.
Another one. it was another one that they called on Dio, that illegal hands to the face shit.
Yeah, that was trash, man.
That was
Yeah, he
trash.
was
bad
right
call.
here.
That
He
man
was right
had
here.
his chest
Yeah.
and his head went back. They called some trash on us last night.
Yeah, that was some trash
They
calls
did.
out there, refs. Yeah, I
But
got
And,
it.
and what makes me mad is if it go both ways, hey, it's the beginning of the season for everybody. But when you have such a disparity on one side than the other, that's bullcrap, especially at home. Especially
They only
at
had
home.
50
That's
yards on
bullcrap.
penalties. That's a huge disparity.
Yeah, that's
but
a whole quarter worth of offense. Some people that's
at
a
the
whole
same
half worth of offense.
at the same time, we still shot ourselves in the foot. I mean, still those penalties were big, but I mean, we left some plays out there as well.
Yeah.
We
You
left
know
some
what?
plays
I'm
out
gonna
there.
say. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead,
Can I just
boss.
please say this real quick?
Go ahead, yeah.
I get so tired of people saying, "Well, we could have did better." Some of the stuff that happened was due to the bullshit calls that were called on us. That's cause and effect.
Facts. Cause and effect.
You know, we did leave some plays on the table, but we were discombobulated because of the bullshit calls. It'll throw anybody off.
But some like them pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, true. I give you that.
Some of them were drive killers.
True,
You know,
true. But so was the
that's-
one where they called a pass
that's us
interference. We
shooting
put them
ourselves
on
in
the
the
goal
foot.
line.
That was bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
was
all I'm
bullshit.
saying. So it's cause and effect, bro. I don't know why they say that. It's a cop out to me, but whatever. You know,
I'm talking about penalties on our behalf that stop drives.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm talking
me and J Mac gonna fight over this one, but I'm talking about.
I know that field goal. Go ahead. Go ahead. I knew that was coming.
I'm talking about that field goal.
You ain't even gotta go no further.
Let me get it out my
system. It would have made a
system.
difference.
Get it out. Go ahead.
That field goal.
It would have.
That man think he Dan Campbell over there. Play to the strength of your team. Go on, kick the field goal.
But,
we not a fourth down team yet. We ain't proved that yet. And at that point in the game, hold on. At that point in the game, it wasn't necessary to go for it on fourth. At that point in the game, go ahead and get the points. Now, if we're down or if it's close to the end of the game, yeah. But that was early in the game. Go on and get the points on the board and worry about the red play.
6 points. The one he missed and the one he didn't take. That's 6 points.
Right, that's 6 points.
6 points.
Okay. Now, just play this out. What if Caleb connects on that 4th and 3 then, and we don't miss the field goal? I mean, what if Caleb connects on that 4th and 3? The drive still going.
Both of the field goals came before that. The one that he didn't call and the one that he missed came before the Caleb 4th and 3 play.
I thought that was
the 4th and 3 was he J Max right. The 4th and 3 was the play where we went for it instead of kicking the field goal.
Right. That was right.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Now, if Caleb connects, we ain't talking about it.
Right.
We're not talking about kicking the field goal. But to your point, take the points.
It's early.
It's early. Yeah, take the points.
It's early.
Yeah.
If it was
because
later,
that third down play will be if for a whole lot of teams. Because if third down, it wouldn't be no field goal for everybody. So I mean, I don't know how much weight that carry. 4th and 3 come all the time for everybody. It's just a
matter of game management, man. At that point, early in the game, get the points and go for keep your defense hot. You know what I'm saying?
You very good point. You made a very, very good point with that. But again, my only pushback is if Caleb connects on that 4th and 3, we're not talking about the missed field goal.
But if you go back, if he would have connected, if they would have connected on 3rd and whatever, it wouldn't have been no 4th down. There's always going to be an if scenario. The coach is there to make the right decision. I agree with both of y'all. It's our identity that he wants to be. I get that. And it should have been kicked, though, because we're not ready for that to be our identity. That's some 5, 6, 7, 8 week type deal when you know what you are. So I agree with both of y'all. I think we should stick to it if it's our identity. But there's certain times and places you want to give this team confidence with a new offense. Put the points on the board.
Yeah. And here's my overreaction. Cairo Santos got to go. Missing a 50-yard field goal, man. Come on.
That's dropping the bucket now. They hitting 60
today's NFL, like 50 yards ain't nothing.
Nothing.
You can't miss those.
When he
that's
on,
a gimme.
He on like a motherfucker. When he
that's
on,
a gimme.
And when he off.
When he missed that, I thought about J Max saying the points. Go on 4th down insteed of getting the field goal. I was like, well, maybe he did do the right thing because Cairo can't hit a field goal anyway.
Maybe Ben seen something we didn't see. Maybe Ben seen something in practice.
J Mac had a crystal ball like Cairo can't kick anyway. So get that man out of here. Give me somebody with a live leg.
took that money. They took the money. The pick they picked on the punter with the 4th round and got us a goddamn kicker with that.
Man, Torrey Taylor didn't look like no 4th round pick either, but that's another story.
But you know what though? Was in it. They was on his ass though.
He had one punt that I love.
While we talking about Torrey Taylor, man, to me the special teams, the special teams was not a shining light. Did not shine bright at all last night.
What do you mean? Because I saw some good run backs from the punt returns and the kick returners. We did good.
You talking about coverage?
Well,
coverage
I'm talking about coverage. The coverage wasn't good. Duvernay, he had a couple of decent run backs.
Yeah, like 3 good run backs, man.
The coverage wasn't good to me.
Okay,
that part coverage was terrible.
Yeah, the coverage was bad.
A couple of times I thought they was gonna bust one on us. Yeah,
right.
It was about 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that coverage didn't look all that good to me in the special teams.
Agreed. Hey, let's talk about how our defense looked, man. I thought the defense looked good, not great. I thought it looked good.
Manageable.
I thought our secondary held up better than I expected with our 2 top corners out.
Yeah,
they held up a lot better than I expected. What y'all think about that defense yesterday?
I see a lot of people like to say because we were missing JJ, we were missing Edwards, and that defense still played good without him.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put the loss totally on those 3 players missing, because to me they wasn't a factor.
They put up 27 points on that defense though.
Yeah, but
21 in the 4th quarter when they were
21 in the 4th. That's
a
lot.
Quarter.
Yeah.
That's a lot in 1 quarter, bro.
You holding them. That's also no adjustments made on defense on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that goes on the defense.
Yeah. So I would. That's why I said on them 3 players being out, I wouldn't necessarily put that off on them, but they start gashing us in the run game.
Hey, it was one play. The J.J. McCarthy running touchdown. I was like, oh, I wish we had Kyler Gordon here because he wasn't running like that.
No, he would have lit his ass up.
Kyler Gordon too fast and too strong, man.
And he would have knocked the shit out of him. He would have never ran again in his whole career.
That's just my opinion from watching that play. I like, Kyler Gordon wouldn't let that happen.
I'm gonna take it a different direction. Were you done, Jay? I'm sorry. Were you done, Jay?
We good.
Okay. I'm gonna take it another direction. I think it did matter. We missed TJ's short tackling because a lot of those runs were initially hit behind the line or close to the line of scrimmage, and they drug a couple of guys. So we missed the short tackle. Yeah, we missed the short tackling of TJ. I guarantee that some of those pass interference wouldn't have happened to JJ. And Kyler Gordon, for one of the reasons that you just said, Tone, I think they would have made a big difference in that 4th quarter, because when it's time to get these guys breaks, those were the guys we depend on to give our number 1 guy breaks. So they held their own as far as what we use them for. But yeah, JJ, TJ, and Gordon would have made a difference in that game. I really do think so. But it is the next man up. It's the next man up, and they got to play.
Well, my pushback to that, I thought Sewell played well.
He did.
He did.
And I've seen, I don't know, too many times last season when Edwards was out there and we still got gashed in the run game. So,
you ever seen Edwards get dragged after hit behind the line of scrimmage
or miss a tackle?
Yeah, I don't see him missing tackles.
I've seen him missing tackles, but being dragged, I wouldn't necessarily see him being dragged. But I've seen him need some help on some tackles.
Because we had some tackles where we had them fools behind a bunch of tackles.
Behind the scrimmage, and he scored out for 3 or 4.
Say how many? It was a lot that we had them behind the line of scrimmage, and they got some yardage on us. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You can see him make contact. Then next thing you know, he 3-4 yards down. What the fuck?
Shout out to Nashawn Wright though for the pick 6.
Man, come on now.
Yeah,
how's that injury? How does that end? I didn't hear about it.
He got back in the game, so I'm gonna think he all right.
I think he could. He was kind of limping, but he got back in the game. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I like us. I like us. I see the potential. It could go wrong, but I can see what they see in these guys if we help them. I can see it. We just got to jail.
Ben Johnson is building his culture. If he doesn't waver from it, I think we'll be all right as the season goes. If he stay on their ass, he keeps preaching discipline and keep holding them accountable, the play will get better. It'll get better. But if he wavers on it and starts being soft on these guys and trying to be all buddy,
listen to
it's gonna fall apart.
Naysayers, the outside chatter. He will, he can't let that get to him.
No, stay on their ass because he need to get on Caleb's ass because Caleb played a good game, and then in the end, his game started to the pressure.
Gun shy.
The Vikings started bringing blitzes, and Caleb started. His game started getting unraveled. It wasn't as tight as it was early on.
Happy feet.
He wasn't as tight as early on. He wasn't making the throws quick enough like he was early. Early on, he was making them quick.
He was disoriented.
Then he was trying to play the home run later on in the game. It's like, no. Remember the first quarter.
That's what I keep harping on. You got.
I disagree with you. Only thing I disagree was the generational talent and the number one pick thing. Everything else, I agree with you. Those mistakes were there, and he just needed to be consistent to what he was doing.
Now, can I give you another overreaction? And I know what this gonna do already. That's why I want to do it.
Go ahead, sir.
This is my overreaction. Bagent, them Chris short throws that we should be making, he would make. Ben wants yards after the catches. I know he ain't shit downfield. I know, but
I like it.
At that short game that
I
they're
like
trying to get, he's crisp.
Boss man.
I'm just saying.
Like it.
I know it's overreaction.
I think what Tone problem is, Tone strictly going off the talent. You need somebody to run that offense.
I get it.
Correct.
But for what Ben trying to do, that guy is good at. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is he's going to get film on him. They're going to study it, and he ain't going to be shit again. I'm just saying, for what type of offense that Ben is trying to get, he wants his playmakers to get the ball. You can see it. He wants them to do what they do. Bajan is better at it.
Week one, and we already talked about the backup coming in to take over.
It's
overreaction. I know it's overreaction.
But what I'm saying is, his game is built for what Ben wants right now.
I don't even know what his game is, man. He got 4 games under his belt, 2 wins, 2 losses. In the 2 wins, the defense carried those teams. I don't even know what his game is.
His short game. His short game is nice.
Yeah,
15 to 20 yards is nice.
So when the teams figure out that's all he can do and take away his short game and by his third start, then what? He has nothing else. He has nothing else.
Anyways,
at least we can get some wins. Maybe Caleb can get his shit together. I don't know.
But the thing is, J-Mac, he's no threat downfield, so the teams ain't gonna worry about that. But it's gonna flop. It's gonna be a butterfly up there.
We're not a threat downfield as it is right now with Caleb. Think about that.
The way you get around not having a strong arm is to throw the ball with timing. You throw the ball with timing, that's how you get downfield. You don't have to throw it 40, throw it 20, so where he can not stop running, and there's your 40, 50 yards. It don't have to be 50 yards in the air. Right. It's ways to get around that, and he's got that.
Hit him
I don't know how it's going to turn out. He hasn't showed that he can do it yet, but he hasn't played a substantial amount of time either.
So there's nothing there. Right. He hasn't shown it and he hasn't played.
I guarantee if Caleb keep missing them damn
I got some
preseason
against the third stringers and the second stringers.
He played in a couple games where he started, but he was doing that same thing.
Unfortunately, our star number one first pick quarterback is not hitting them in stride like he needs to, so they can get that yak. That's what boss man
time out. You're talking about yak. DJ Moore 30. Cole Kmet 30-yard pass. Those were yaks. He didn't throw him 30 yards.
Yeah. So why did he stop?
Yaks. So what are you talking about?
So why did he stop? Because he was still there.
That's the problem. He's the consistency. I agree with that.
And that's what I'm saying.
You're
saying that's what Bajan is consistent at. That's what all I'm saying. And you're right. He may not be shit in the long run. I'm telling you, if he keep missing these wide open plays, Ben is going to put his ass on the bench. Them plays were wide open, bro. You know they were.
Hey,
a couple times he looked off some wide open stuff, bro.
You benched the number 1 overall pick and y'all don't win. Yo, that's your job.
That's true.
Hell,
But it won't be his in the first year. It's not going to be.
No,
his
not the first year. But he gonna be a lame
what
duck
happened
though.
in Carolina. Look what happened in Carolina. He benched Bryce Young.
That's what I just said.
For a little bit.
It could have that same effect.
And brought him back.
But he benched him for a veteran with a proven record. That's not the same thing.
We got Case Keenum now.
Okay, if you got to bench him at some point in the season for Case Keenum, I can see that, but not for Tyson Bagent. Nope, because Case Keenum got a proven record.
I don't understand. I don't know what you don't like about Bagent, but he ain't that bad.
I don't know what you don't like about him. He might got a noodle arm.
You want me to tell you what I don't like about him? Because I know you heard what I don't like about him already.
He might got a noodle arm, but he knows the offense.
He's a one-read quarterback. He got a noodle arm. And
I wouldn't call him a one-read quarterback now.
I don't think he's no one-read quarterback either. I ain't seen
the 4 games that he played. The 4 games that he played in the season.
You're talking about 2 seasons ago.
4 games.
So what else do we have then? We don't have anything else.
You're talking about 2 seasons ago with another coordinator.
So what else do we have to judge him on?
Okay, but how long we gonna wait for Caleb to get his shit together?
Time out.
I'm just saying.
You said overreaction. We gained what? You agree, boss man? You agree with me that last year was a wash because of the coaching? Did you say that?
I do.
So we in game 1. That's what you mean. How long we gonna wait?
Listen, on the automatic stuff. On the automatic, we talking about the throws, right?
We trying to see some.
You're not getting no wins. You're not getting no wins with Tyson Bagent. I agree. Not with Tyson Bagent though. Not with Tyson.
With that at all.
Case Keenum in there, and then I agree with that.
There's a reason why he in the pros too. He ain't just.
I wouldn't.
Now, he may not make it, but you're gonna have to see what he got sooner or later. Why not now?
You don't. He's the backup for a reason. You don't have to see what he's got. What he got. The only time you need to see what he got is when Caleb Williams.
He's the backup because the Bears want him to be a backup. There's nothing to say that man can't play in the NFL. He ain't got opportunity. It's the same way. 4 games is all we got. We can't tell whether he can or can't. Am I right by saying that? At some point.
No, we can tell what he got from those 4 games. That's all we can tell.
How? 2 years ago in a different offense. How you know not fair in this offense?
What else do we have to judge him by?
You're going by
exactly. That's my point. You're gonna have to say you gave this man how much money you get this man.
Right.
You got to see what
he only gave him $10 million. I saw another quarterback who on another team get more than that for 1 season. I can't remember who it was, but he got signed for 1 season, got more than that.
Yeah, because he got more time upon his belt, probably. But I'm just saying, man, we saw what that man can do as far as the short game, right? He did it pretty good. Am I right by saying that at least? His short game nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say pretty good, what do you mean? What's his completion percentage? What's his completion percentage in those short passes?
I have no idea. I mean, but you got him on.
I look at it like this.
Who's second? Him or Keenum? Who's second?
He knows how to run Ben Johnson's offense.
Okay, it's the reason why he in front of Case.
Does he? How do we know? We haven't seen him. Like you just said, we ain't seen him. How you know you got to run offense?
I go by the head coach.
Listen, you got to see what he got.
That's crazy. Because the head coach said Caleb Williams can run the offense, and he's a starter. The head coach says this is my starting quarterback.
Of course, that's it.
And he said Tyson, and he said Caleb Williams can run the offense. He also said all of that. So what's the point? Both of them can run offense, but we haven't seen Tyson Bagent run the offense. We're just going by his word.
As long as you got Caleb there, you're not going to see Tyson run the offense.
Great.
That's it.
I'm good.
Because it's just as much as his position coming out of college that got him over Bagent is anything. That number 1 overall, you're going to give him a shot. You're going to give him a shot. You have to give him a shot. So that doesn't speak to Bagent. That don't speak to what he can do.
Some things you just expect. You expect him to be a hell of a lot better than Bagent.
So when Bagent got his chance to start, he couldn't overtake Fields, right? When Fields came back.
But Fields is supposed to be he's
the number 1 pick. Of course he'll get a starting spot back.
So, okay, I said that to set this up.
Okay.
Drew Bledsoe was the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, a high draft pick.
Okay.
He got injured.
Yeah.
Brady came in and played. He played well.
Okay.
Drew Bledsoe couldn't get his job back.
He couldn't get his job back because of Brady the next season.
Exactly. That was my point. Tyson Bagent has not played well enough to take nobody's job.
Okay, check this out.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily agree, but I get what you're saying.
But at the same time, you still kept him on. You knew you was moving on from Fields in the first place. when you secured that #1 overall pick. So Bagent was never in the talks for being your starting quarterback. You had Fields, and then from Fields you finna move on. You're gonna have Bagent as your backup anyway, but you go from Fields, who was what, the number 11 pick, to a top 3 pick. Bagent ain't finna see no field.
Right, but when my point was when Fields got injured and Tyson came in, he didn't play well enough to take Fields' job. So why would we consider him a starting quarterback for the Bears?
He was a rookie at that time, an undrafted rookie. Still, he was just fresh into the league. So no, I mean,
what year is this for
like a
Bagent?
deer in the
It's
headlight.
fourth year for Bagent, right?
Third year,
third season. So
Third
3
season.
seasons.
Mhm.
Okay.
3 seasons. How many coordinators he have?
How many what?
Second.
How many coordinators he have in 3 years?
Well, actually, his third. If you want to go there,
right? Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Actually, 4.
Anybody with 3 coordinators gonna have problems. Same field, same problem.
Fields got 3 of them too.
and look at all of them. All of them still trying to find their way on the football field.
Exactly, my point. Trying to find your way,
you
man.
can't hold it against him. The man ain't had no time. 4 games, they ain't never seen nothing from anybody. But that don't mean you don't give him the shot. You got to see at some point.
4 games. Both of them have 3 coordinators. Caleb Williams has more NFL experience than Tyson Bagent.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams is also better passer, more talented, more skilled than Tyson Bagent.
He does have the skills. Does he play like that on Sunday?
Thank you. With that being said, Tyson ain't going to see the field because everybody sees Caleb as this far better than
we're going to have to wait.
And that's the way it should be. If you better than somebody, you should get the spot.
But if you know the
on paper, it look like he better on the field. Has he showed that he better?
Who says he knows the playbook better? Who says he knows the playbook
better? None of us is going to know that until
exactly. We don't need to know that because the coach knows. The coach knows it.
We trying to get some of these. Remember?
Right.
Remember,
we not getting no.
We trying to eat
my
some
boy
W's,
J-Mo.
man.
My boy J-Mo.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
I'm trying to eat some W's, not no more of these.
Yeah, talk about it.
Them L's getting stuck.
I just don't see Bagent getting us.
Hey, I don't know what your disdain is for that young man,
because I don't see him getting W's.
I haven't seen anything that's going to shoot him up the charts, but we haven't seen it. Is the key. We haven't seen it because he hasn't gotten an opportunity.
Reason we haven't seen him.
But there is some tape on that man's short game, and we ain't just bringing it out of nowhere. Do you think that what he did in that Buffalo game and in that Kansas City game ain't gonna have people talking about
the preseason against the backups?
I'm telling you, just like I know.
You still got to think about ball placement and running that offense.
I see the look in your face, but you act like I ain't telling the truth. You act like it ain't gonna, like I'm not telling the truth. You telling me that
it's only true if we playing against the second and third stringers. It's only true if we playing against those guys.
You know how fans in the media gonna drum shit up. It's gonna become an issue if he doesn't get his stuff together. You know, I'm not lying. Well, second and third string don't make a world of difference.
As we call this segment,
football. Perception is reality. I'm telling you. Watch if he don't get his stuff
together. I
agree
with that. But as we call this segment,
gotta be real. I'm just saying they're gonna.
I agree with you. Perception is reality, and perception can also be incorrect. Because
you're right.
We haven't.
Right, but how will we know until we say, you know what, you think Bagent can do this shit? Okay, go ahead, Bagent. Now shut the fuck up because he did.
That's why we call this segment overreaction because people think Bagent can do it, and I don't think he can.
The thing is, I don't think that he can, but I don't know that he can.
Why do we have to give him a shot? Why don't we just go with what we got?
How many times do I have to say I'm tired of these? I don't want no more of these.
And so Caleb is responsible for all of these. Caleb is
responsible for putting points on the board.
He ain't responsible for all of these.
I'm not finna put all that on Caleb. I'm not finna do that.
Was it 17? What was it? 17 zip at one point? I don't think Caleb gave up 27 points neither, but he should have added to that 24. He could have added a whole lot more to that 24.
And so could Ben Johnson have. Ben Johnson and Cairo Santos' little foot ass could have averaged to that 27.
I say that to say offense, period.
I'm just saying the defense gave up 27.
This L goes all the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around.
So we harping on Caleb too long for it.
Right.
The defense gave up 27. Ben Johnson could have gave us some points. Cairo could have gave us some points. Caleb could have gave us some points because he missed DJ wide open. So yes, this L goes all the way around, and I don't see Bagent doing better.
He really close on that shit.
Anyway,
Bagent, no
and
Bagent,
them
no Bagent.
L's.
J-Mac,
L's.
J-Mac, he ain't gonna
what's
do
gonna
better
make
than
people
that,
talk
dog.
about it.
Huh?
Them L's is what's gonna make people talk about.
And
Bagent.
people need to be smart to know that the L's go all the way around. 27 points is not on the quarterback.
And them 2 chains. Them 2 chains with the L's on it going around the head coach and the starting quarterback.
And that's wrong because it need to go around the defense.
For it's wrong, but at the same time,
I like to deal with reality, not what perception could be.
That is reality.
No,
that's
perception
reality,
could be
bro.
wrong because the reality is the defense gave up 27.
That's reality.
The reality is the defense gave up 27.
That's our reality.
Right. You're right.
Reality is it goes on the head coach and the quarterback.
My reality
Monday morning.
My reality is it goes all the way around. Special teams, head coach, quarterback, defense. All of them failed us yesterday. All of them failed us.
What they gonna talk about as soon as you turn on ESPN or anybody else?
That's the problem, man. Y'all worried about not what you know. You smarter than that, BJ Mac. I know you know football. You talk football every day.
I'm smart enough to know Caleb missed some passes. The defense start giving up the fucking run. The special teams, they didn't hold like they was.
Or coverage on special teams.
You smart enough to know that. And you worried about national perception, what the national media gonna say. What they gonna say. What the hell they got to do with
worried about it, but that's what's gonna happen.
What they got to do with you know, boss man? What they got to do with you know? You know better. You know better.
But what I don't know, don't get back to the Bears.
You ain't lying.
What you know don't have to get
TV is the ones that get back to the organization, not us. I wish it was. Because we wouldn't have had the problem we had. Then it's us.
But I wish our coaching staff was smart enough in their convictions to know that it's not just on the head coach and the quarterback, because they got to know better than that too. They the head coach. You know your team. You know your team. Mm-hmm. You saw the game too. You know it's just not on Caleb and yourself as the head coach. You know, hey, we got to play better on defense. Can't give up. You give 27 points per game, you ain't winning shit.
No, you give up 21 points in the fourth quarter.
You ain't winning shit.
You definitely ain't winning shit.
So I would hope Ben Johnson know better to not tune into the national media to dictate what he feel, what he see. You know what I'm saying?
In the early runs,
he got to be smarter than that. I know Ben Johnson's smarter than that.
In the early stages of his job, he's going to be able to ward off a lot of stuff. He is. And the win and the way we got off is going to buy him some time, because you can see what he can be if it's consistent. So he's going to get some time to do it. But we're talking about overreactions. What if he don't? It's going to be an issue. It's the quarterback and the coach is going to be the main topics. Hopefully he's smart enough not to let it get up under his skin. Ben seems to be. Caleb, I don't freaking know.
I was just having this conversation in the chat with another Bears fan about national perspective. I say Bears fans worry about that too much, about what other people think. When, the national media watched last night's game because it was a Monday night game. However, during the 17-game season, when you listen to the national media, you can tell they don't be watching most of the games. They don't watch most of the games.
No, they don't.
You can tell they don't. They be lost. They be talking about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. You can tell by the commentating it's mostly about the game, not what each player done went through or how they came up through college. There's not a lot of that talk when they talk
not watching the games, man. They just talking about what somebody else said.
Yeah. I talked to so-and-so, and he says, I get what you're saying. But
I hate the national media, dog. They
do that for all the games because you can't.
But I'm only worried about the Bears. I agree. I'm only worried about the Bears, though, and our fans worrying about the national media. It just bugs the hell out of me. Like, leave them alone. Because I watch the national media, and I don't take what they say seriously when they talk about a team that they don't see. The
national media reports for ratings. They don't report for the truth.
When it's
nobody even worry about if it's true no more. It's whoever get it out first now. It don't even. It's no fact checking. Yeah. Everybody, I want to get it out first. I got to be first, and it'd be bullcrap most of the time.
It'd be bullcrap when it's a nationally televised game. All right, they'd probably be on point about most of it. I agree because they're seeing that. But when it's a regular game in a regular Sunday game at 12 o'clock, when there's 20 other games going on or 15 other games going on, they ain't watching the Bears. They're not
They're
watching.
not exciting enough to watch right now.
And I don't care what they got to say in those games, to be honest with you.
Because all they talk about what's on paper. They don't talk about the locker room and knowing the players on the field. And on paper, they this, and then they should have did it. Last year, they was the last. We talking about what's going on today.
Us three, we can talk about the particular games on Sunday at 12 better than they can because we're watching the game.
Right.
We paid attention to the lead up to the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have a better idea than the national media what's going on with the Chicago Bears on a regular basis. It's just my thoughts.
We see it every day. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, maybe we should do one while the game is on. My bad. Just throwing it out there.
I don't have a problem.
I mentioned that to. I mentioned that to him. Go live.
I don't know how the sound would distort it. I don't know anything about the audio and all that stuff, so I don't know if it would.
Watch party while we.
I just haven't figured out how to have the game on.
Well, you can share it to your screen.
Yeah. Have it on my computer and us on there at the same time. I just haven't done my homework on that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lost with that shit.
Man, there was a couple runs from DeAndre Swift. I saw a little dog, J-Mac. I know you ain't
yes, sir.
fan of him, but there was a couple runs. I like, oh, he got a little dog right there. Up the gut, pulling motherfuckers, dragging motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
Then he had one where he bounced it out. I was like, that's the DeAndre Swift I like. Yeah.
It was one to where I forgot what number he hit. I think it was number 2.
He cracked the shit out of him.
The corner.
Yeah, he cracked the shit out of him.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
He stood up and looked at him.
Right.
Like
flexed on him.
Yeah.
But I wonder why we didn't see Manungai.
He was only in pass block. He was only in pass.
He was only in pass.
He got a couple carries.
Nah.
I thought he got a couple carries. Number 25, right?
DJ Moore got a couple.
DJ got a couple.
Oh, okay. All right.
They gave DJ the ball before Manungai. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He wasn't too bad at pass block.
DJ even caught a pass out the backfield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like the wrinkle. I think it's more for show in the long run because I think they're gonna do some nasty play action off it, because they think that's our Mr. Do Everything. So I think Ben's setting that up to do something else, later on in the season.
That's possible.
I can't see him doing that every game.
That's possible, but he only had 3 carries. But I can see some against one of these teams with a weak front because DJ once he break the first tackle, that man can do some business. With a weak front, if he gets through that front, he might bust one.
And that's the way I look at it because everybody after that front 4 he's used to, so he know how to get the linebacker, safety, corner. The only person he's not used to dealing with is the front 4. If he get past that first level, it's a problem for everybody after that. Because the linebacker's too slow, and the corners really don't want to see him when he put his shoulder down.
Because he's really good at slipping the first tackle, so he got to figure that out against those linemen, though.
I mean, that's good for maybe a play or two in the game, but we tell you, he's a receiver. He's a receiver.
Well, he only did it for a play or two. We're not trying to say him a full-time running back.
I think it was. I think I counted like 5 plays to where he came out the backfield. That's why I sent that screenshot. He had like 5 plays out the backfield. He had 3 runs.
He got 3 carries. I know that. He got 3 carries.
He got 3 carries.
He caught a pass out the backfield as well. I don't know. I mean, I know DJ tough as shit.
Yeah.
That dude tough as hell.
Right.
But I don't want to see my receiver, my star receiver coming out the backfield too much.
DJ not gonna set him up before he gets smacked out on linebacker.
3 carries, I think that'll be the most average.
Yeah, he's gonna find out. He's gonna find a matchup, and that's what he's looking for. He's not looking to see him go up against the linebackers every down, but it is a plus with him coming. Debo showed him the way.
Coming out the backfield as a receiver is not coming. It's not the same as a running back.
No, it's not the same as a running back.
He's better at
that's going to be to his advantage.
That's coming out if he coming out running routes.
Yeah.
But if he just study running the ball, he gonna get beat up a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. But I think that's more with the injuries. He might not even.
But we know he tough as hell. We know so getting beat up. He tough as hell.
I love that dude. That dude is tough as fuck.
He is.
Because after he got injured, he came back into the game. I was shocked.
When he because he took a nice whop, and that was not a bad hit. It was not illegal hit.
I didn't expect
it was a
He
clean
got
hit.
fitted up. He got.
I didn't even
fitted
expect him to come back. I was like, oh yeah, this game one. They ain't for the risk him. They're gonna let him sit
Right.
out the rest of
He
the game.
done.
He came back.
He
What the
came
next
back.
play, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was down on the field
been,
so long. I think he came back the next play.
that's been his MO. To me, his whole Bears career. He'll get hit hard. He'll sit out a play and he right back in.
Yeah.
And that's the
I
thing
love
about
that
him too.
about
Man,
him.
you
That's
got to
beautiful,
protect him
man.
against
That's
himself too.
Yes,
beautiful.
I love that about him.
It's tough. Sometimes you got to protect players like that against themselves, though. So you know.
But like you said, boss, Debo showed the way, man.
Yeah.
Tough running backs can carry a couple times. You know, he ain't gotta be back there all day. Just
Mhm.
2
He
or
ain't
3
a running
plays.
back. He ain't a
And when he
running
get
back.
back, but when
That's my receiver.
we get back to our whole running back room being healthy, you won't see him back there as much, or not doing that kind of stuff anyway.
He
I
wasn't
think
back
it
there.
was.
He wasn't back there as much yesterday, though. I mean, to be
No,
honest.
he wasn't. He wasn't. But I think the plays that they're going to get drawn up for him once the running back room is stable will be a whole lot different. I think it could be more. You're going to hand it off just to keep him guessing. But when
Yeah,
those linebackers start to come up,
it'll be
shit,
more
two
to
tight
his
ends that
advantage
everybody
if you
love
got.
it.
It'll be more to his advantage if you got a full running back room, and right now we don't have one.
No, because the linebackers got to wake up. The linebackers got to be alert when he's back there because he's faster than most running backs, right? So your linebackers, when they see him, the first step is going to be forward. Now, with 2 tight ends like we have, that should be barbecue chicken.
Because if he takes the right angle, they ain't catching him. The linebacker.
They're not going to catch him.
It's going to be up to the corners and the safeties.
That's it. That's it. So now you got to pick your poison. Do you want your running back or your linebacker to stay in the middle and guard against 2 Pro Bowl type caliber, tight ends? Or do you want to try to stop DJ coming out the backfield? Then don't forget, you got 6, 3, 4, whatever doomsday, right? You got Burton and then you got DJ. When this thing get right, it's
when it get right, it can be scary because also you got to think about they're gonna have to leave a linebacker to spy on Caleb because Caleb can go.
That's all I'm saying. We ain't even talked about that yet.
Yeah, he can go.
We ain't talked about that.
You got to keep a spy on him because he showed me some speed yesterday. I ain't know he had.
I'm trying to tell you.
I was like, Caleb can run like that.
You saw what I put in the group. I'm like, oh, he faster than he looked. Hey, he turned it up.
I didn't know he had that speed for sure.
And then when he dropped that shoulder to get on in, I'm like, okay, now he is. What is it, 230?
I don't know what his size is.
He's like 220, 230. That's bigger than most running backs. Shit.
226, yeah, 230, yeah.
Yeah, he's bigger than most running backs.
But he had those first 10 complete passes in a row. He was in rhythm. He was hot. Like you were saying, he was consistent. He was getting the ball out fast. He didn't let the Superman come out of him so soon. He just got to stick to that. If he can stick to that,
that's it. Because now what's going to happen?
He can have some plays where he uses his Superman abilities because you're gonna need him with that offensive line that we saw so far.
I'm not ready to call it on the line yet. I hear what y'all saying. They did look.
No, I'm not calling it on them either. But they had a bad game.
They looked awful last night.
They had a bad game. I'm not calling it on them either. It's too soon. Yeah. But all I'm saying is he has a special ability to get out the pocket and do something, whether he's going for his own yards or whether he's throwing it downfield, because he's going to look downfield.
Yeah.
That's an ability that a lot of quarterbacks don't have. And he has that ability to do that. So
yeah. And they'll tell you this too. That blitz coming more now. Pocket. That blitz, they show
every play. You need to see every play in the pocket.
See it in the pocket.
Every play.
Why? When you're in the pocket. We already know what you can do outside the pocket.
Great.
But that's not his game. You asking him to change his game?
In the pocket, I need to see it in the pocket.
But why? You never answered why.
You're not going to see it. That's not his game.
Because that's part of the offense. It's part of the game. Being on time.
Well, Ben knew what kind of quarterback he was before he came in.
Throwing receivers to their routes.
So we saw that. We did see that.
Consistently.
So you want to see it the whole game? You want to see it the whole game?
We got to see it consistently.
You want to see? I'm asking you. Do you want to see it the whole game?
I need to see it consistently this season. When you get out of pocket, do what you're supposed to do. Go break into Superman mode. That's fine. But we need to
But you don't see that too much nowadays from nobody. Even Josh, the MVP, get out every other play on the outskirts.
But that's their game. That's their game.
But Ben knew who he was before he got there.
That's Caleb's game as well.
And Ben want him to play on time and within the rhythm of the offense.
But if the offense, I hear what you're saying, J Mac. But if the offense got 2 left feet and they don't have no rhythm, right? So when they don't have the plays that they don't have rhythm, he has to do what he does best. The plays that when the offense was in rhythm, He did what Ben Johnson asked him. He played with timing. When they didn't
didn't
have
get off
the,
that script.
So that means break out the pocket when you really have no pressure. Just because you don't see nothing developing, you don't have no pressure around you. You don't need to break out the pocket. You don't need to go spinning around.
When did
Sometimes
he
you
not
might
have
just
pressure?
need to step up. Sometimes you might just need to step up in the pocket and
I
just
saw him do that
play
a
the
few times
field.
last night. But it's
I seen
when
him.
the
Yeah, I
pressure's
ain't seen
coming
him
up
do
the
that
middle,
what you
like y'all
saying.
look, the guards were
When the pressure is coming up the middle, do your
Uh-huh.
Superman shit.
That's what he
That's what
did.
he
I
had to
thought
do
that's what he
pretty
did.
much all night.
That's not a problem.
I
But
thought that's what he did last night.
as the game went on, he got more inaccurate.
And they were on his
Great.
ass more and more as the game went on. They was coming right through the guards. Ain't that
They
what
was actually they were playing just moving forward at the beginning of the game, and then they started blitzing with an extra player, and that's when he had to get the happy feet.
But
Because the players
that's
in
what's going
front
to happen
wasn't.
now. That's what's going to happen now. The world
To
knows
me,
now. He's going to get that right off the back next week.
He got happy feet.
But I don't
anyway.
think Detroit line is as good as Minnesota's.
I don't know, but I know they saw what made him get off his and they're gonna try it. And he's gonna
try it.
See, he's making the game harder for himself, to Jay point. He's making the game harder for himself. He's showing some things that shouldn't come out this quick. And next week he's gonna see a healthy.
I just think he had no choice. And some of those he could have held a second, but some of those he had no choice but
I agree.
to move around.
No, I agree.
Around.
A lot of times he had no choice.
There was a couple of them where he could have just stepped up and threw the ball, but a lot of those when they started putting the blitz in, the front four for the Bears, front five for the Bears could not handle it. He had to move around.
That was another thing. Unfortunately, I didn't see any adjustments from Ben Johnson when they when they moved up the corners and started playing cover two.
Yeah,
and taking away his
quick passes.
taking away his outlets. We didn't see no adjustments there.
That's where I was disappointed in Ben Johnson. I agree with you. I don't know if I put that in the chat or not, but I said it to myself.
You need BJ. I know you said something about Dan, stop trying to be Dan. I think that was on that.
No, that wasn't.
That was on that 4th and 3.
No, I wasn't talking about that one. But just what he was saying, I was hoping BJ's strength was to scheme against what the defense throwing at you during the game, while the game is being played, not waiting for the end of the quarter or the end of the half. But hey, they starting to bring the corners up. They starting to bring another man in the gap to blitz, and BJ wasn't adjusting to the scheme, and I was disappointed in that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I say this. This is what I got to say. A lot of, and I get it. He needs to know how to adjust. I didn't see what adjustment needed to be made. He wasn't hitting the open man. When they came up and took the first player away, the second man was open. Am I wrong by saying that? Did I see something different?
I mean, if it's a blitz coming, you can't get to the second man. Maybe I don't know. I ain't played.
Okay, I'm taking that into consideration, but
take that into consideration.
See.
But all the blitzes didn't. They all didn't hit home.
Right. So
late in that game, all those blitzes were in his face. Late in the game,
right? Yeah. He had to roll out a few times in that fourth quarter, left or right.
Yeah, they was getting there. I was like, oh shit. What's the defensive coordinator for the what's the defensive coordinator for the Vikings? J-Mac?
Flores.
I was like, oh, he's starting to bring the house now. He's starting to bring the pressure.
He knew he had to.
He waited until the second half before
he was smart about that though. Yeah.
When it was too late to do too much of anything, he was better at the adjustments than Ben was last night.
He adjusted. Yep.
Yeah.
Man. Noah Sewell played a good game though in place of TJ Edwards. He played a good game.
That's my MVP. On D, Sewell was everywhere, man.
Sewell
was everywhere.
I like Javon Dexter was everywhere.
The rookie showed a little something. The rookie when he came in. Hippolyte.
I know what Tone gonna say, but at the same time, I want to see it against some starters. Dio. He showed up against the second string tackle. He's not their starter.
Okay.
But he did what he was supposed to do. You got a second stringer in there, take him out. Do what you're supposed to do the whole fucking game. That's what you're supposed to do. Now I want to see that production against the starting left tackle. If you can bring that heat against some starting left tackles, then I think we might be good on the edge opposite of Montez Sweat.
Hey, Negative Nancy, check this out. That's all he had to play against. He only gave one game. Chill out. Chill out. That's all he had to play against.
Yeah,
we can't talk about next week until next week get here when he got to go against Penny Sewell or somebody. Yeah, we'll talk about it then. Yeah, when we see the play against them, the Lions offense.
That's gonna be all Sweat right there, Penny Sewell.
Oh, that's right. He on the other side. My bad. Whoever the starting left tackle is for the Lions, because they got a starter in there. Dio got to play his game.
Yeah, but their offense ain't looking.
But until then, gotta applaud him for what he did yesterday, because that's all he had to play against.
Yeah. Because that Lions defense ain't look all that hot up against the Packers, but the Packers, I hate them motherfuckers. Anyway,
don't give him no props on him, man. Don't give him no props on him.
I just said I hate them.
No, it's just hate. We just hate him.
Oh, okay, I thought he was about to say but. I thought he was about to say but.
No, ain't no but.
Give him no props on him.
Not on this podcast, I ain't.
No. Fuck a packed car. Fuck a packed turd. Fuck the Packers. Fuck them.
No props over here.
What's a Packer anyway? What?
They pack a lot of ass up in the correctional facility.
Hey, it's in the Sportaholic group, they was asking, my man Sean was asking, who impressed y'all the first week? And he said it was the Packers. And I said, I wasn't impressed by the Packers. They played against the weak Lions.
I wasn't impressed by him because what the hell? That's what they're supposed to do.
Lions weak. So the Packers ain't impressing me. So that's my whole take. That was my chance to take a shot at both of them in our division.
Yeah, fuck them both.
Fuck them both.
Right. Yeah.
The team that impressed me was the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes, sir. Put it on their ass.
Yeah, that was a shock right there.
Man, that's a team that impressed me. I'm like, damn, Colts. And I made a bet on FanDuel.
Man, they in desert. I don't know what's going on, man. They just.
I don't know.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. That coach getting fired if they have a season like yesterday.
He's not even making. If he don't get that shit together right away, he ain't gonna make it 8 weeks.
Now that was a shock to me. How they lost.
That's what we talking about.
Because their house is in disarray. Their house, the best.
I thought you were still on Indianapolis.
They played the Colts. Miami. Miami played the Colts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know who they played. I just know they got.
Miami's got the ass. Listen, the quarterback don't like the what is that? Who is that? Hill and
who's the quarterback for the Colts? Daniels, right?
Yeah.
They made that boy like a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that ain't him.
And then Anthony Richards over there. What you finna do now? Because if he keep playing like that, you might well count.
That boy getting traded.
Yeah, now that's the one who need to fucking learn how to stay in the pocket. You jipping your shoulder like you in the college. Them boys is all 240 back there.
That boy had they had no reason to sign a trade, draft that boy so soon. He had few college starts. That was all potential, not from nothing else. All potential
and all tape.
He didn't have enough tape. He didn't even have enough tape. He had a few games.
Hey, Trubisky pulled it off.
Now, right, but they should have learned from that. Learn from your mistake. Somebody else's mistake. Don't learn from your own. Right. Learn from somebody else's.
And Trubisky didn't even have the season that dude had.
Nope. I still don't understand that move.
Yeah, but
that was Pace, right? That was Pace, right?
Yeah. Who else had a good game?
For who? Us?
Us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We were talking about a Dio. We was talking about Sewell. Javon Dexter played good.
Yeah. Dexter played good. Dexter played good. He's a defensive tackle. He's not supposed to have sacks or tackles. He's supposed to clog up the line. That's all defensive tackles are supposed to do.
He had a sack, though.
I didn't see that fourth quarter.
He was on the field. Did you see how much time the defense on the field?
That's what I was trying to figure out. How did he get credit for that sack?
Because he had him by the leg when he went down. The dude came and cleaned it up. I saw it.
Yeah.
He's the reason why he went down. He had the leg.
I thought Dio had him by the leg. So I thought
that sack had him by the leg.
Dio got his own
Dio
sack.
Came and finished him off. Yeah.
3 sacks.
I
thought Dio had 2 and what's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah.
The one with that. What's his name? With the K?
Passing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his number? So I can just say number so and so.
Number 69.
Oh, that's it. That was him.
69,
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Dirty Dog, 69.
Yeah,
Dirty.
that was him. That was him.
Don't do the 69, young folks out there. Fellas, you're gonna be left disappointed because she ain't gonna be doing what she's supposed to do. No, but
That turn, hey, this program that took the turn for, I don't know if it's gonna be.
hey, you asked what's his number, 69. That popped in my head.
like
Hey.
nope.
Don't ask for no more numbers, man.
Yeah, we just gonna say names. I'm gonna call him K. Goddamn sure I'm gonna say number 69.
We're gonna have to figure out how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look that shit up because his number gonna get us in trouble.
Call him number 6 double trouble. I don't know what to call him, but we can't say that every week.
Hey, 68 and the OU one.
There you go.
There you go.
Mr. 68 plus 1.
Jonathan Owens. I like Jonathan Owens. He plays decent.
Hey, that whack, that hit. I told. That's all I
like.
He's a hard hitter.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
And I like that stick.
That kept us in the game a little bit longer. That was a nice hit. Oh, that was a nice hit.
Even though they gave up 27 points, they all flashed. They just didn't.
They did.
They couldn't keep carry. They couldn't. As our quarterback, they wasn't consistent. Our defense wasn't consistent.
No.
The biggest problem is we need to learn how to close out the game.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I think we asked a lot of our off defense last night, man. You know, I know they had more time on the field than the offense did. I'm not sure of the numbers, but
our kick returners played well. Duvernay and Burton.
Duvernay did his thing.
Yeah.
I like that. He gonna pop one. I think he's gonna pop one soon. He got some.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pop one.
Yeah.
I think what the biggest problem is going to be is closing out games, and with DA being a former head coach, he should have had them boys ready on defense to close out a game, and we can't close out a game if we can't establish the run.
That's it.
To chew up the clock, to prevent them from getting the ball. So. I mean, we just got to learn how to win. We just got to learn how to close out the games.
And each phase has to be complementary to the other. When I say that, I mean the defense helps out the offense by 3 and outs. The offense helps out the defense, especially the running game. Gives them more time on the sideline to get to catch their breath, and it helps them when it comes to planning the next series. The offense has to be able to run the ball better than they did last night. If we would have been averaging 4 carries or 4 yards a carry, that game would have been different because the offense would have been on the field longer. The defense would have been fresh going into the fourth quarter. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different scenario.
But to a little pushback on that, we control the clock the whole game.
Yeah, but that wasn't
up until the fourth quarter.
But it wasn't with the run. I'm talking specifically about the run. The run is eating clock on its own.
We should have been fresh when we hit that fourth quarter. That defense
because the defense was doing just as much as the offense.
No, the offense controlled the clock for 3 quarters.
We controlled the clock for them first 3 quarters.
So the defense.
Okay, so who ended up with the most time on the field at the end of the game?
The Bears. The Bears offense ended up with 33 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, until that fourth quarter.
Okay.
So the fourth quarter is where the Vikings made up their time. That's where they made up their time at.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were lagging way behind in time of possession up until the fourth quarter.
We controlled that game, and the problem was we could have controlled it more just establishing the run.
They had 27 minutes of possession.
That's what I said. The run has to complement the defense.
Right. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. If the offense is carrying it, listen, it's a whole nother game. The defense can't call the type of game they was calling us.
I think Ben Johnson said something about that at the press conference about not trusting the running game more. So to your point, boss man, we should have trusted the running game more.
You gotta trust, but it just goes back to it's closing out the game. So you gotta establish the run in order to close out the game, so you can eat off more time off the clock.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
So
that goes back to what Boss Man was saying. It's complementing each other.
Right. That's what I'm agreeing with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And if we can establish the run.
You gotta keep when you had that lead going into the fourth, your first possession should have been run, and take your time getting to the line. Take your time with the snap and running that time off the clock. Pass it when you got to, but run the ball.
And
Every
it
possession.
all right, and it all started because we couldn't establish the run in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's on scheming, and that's on the offensive line. Because the running backs, if he got a hole, he gonna hit it. He gonna hit it. He showed us that yesterday.
And that's what I was
He showed us that. So we gotta believe in him that he's learned his lesson under Ben Johnson. I'm gonna hit the hole fast and go from there. I ain't gonna be hesitating and stuttering. He was hitting the hole fast.
Jumping around, yeah.
He was hitting the hole fast.
You know,
so
3-4 yards.
Those on the coaching staff not to trust him in the fourth or and establish the run more. And on the offensive line for not getting him those holes, in my opinion, from what I saw.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you
really want to establish the run, put that boy Manangai back there and just start using him as a battering ram.
You know,
I don't know if they would believe in him yet because is it coming back from an injury? He's a rookie. Those two factors. They was like, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't use him, but they didn't.
The thing about these hamstrings could be tricky. Yeah, if they seem fine, as long as you ain't using them, you only can test a hamstring really when you be playing. So they're going to be cautious with these hamstrings. So did they said anything about when they expected to come back?
No, he played, but he just didn't run the ball.
I'm just saying they carry that load though. They obviously don't trust.
Who are you talking about? What player are you talking?
One guy. I know he got in a couple times on, but you know they said
when they gonna trust him to carry the ball?
Yeah, with that hamstring. Yeah, you think it's more of that, or you think they just don't trust him as a rookie?
I think it's a little bit of both.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I think it's because the hamstring it feels good as long as you can run all day. I think you got to do all them cuts and jump cuts. That's different.
Because I think if he was healthy enough, he probably would have got a few carries.
Because I like the way I like him. I like the way
think about it. We only carried the ball 26 times, and 6 of those were Caleb, and those weren't design runs.
Right. So yeah.
So you got to think about. Was Caleb. We really only carried it 20 times. That's not a lot of carries.
And that's 61 yards, right, on anybody other than Caleb runs.
Right.
Because we had, 119 altogether, I believe, right?
Right. Yeah. 61 yards between Swift and Moore. So we didn't really carry the ball a lot, and we weren't really that effective most of the game carrying the ball. We had a few, like we said earlier, few good runs from Swift, but for the most part, the running game wasn't hitting on much. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we showed much respect to the run. I don't think we gave it enough.
The DJ Moore experiment really didn't work.
More times. Yeah, we didn't. You had my wife. I was yelling, man. It's about time for us to start pushing some people around now, line. You know, I'm just third quarter, halfway.
I need to see more from the offensive line next week.
Ball. Yeah, and he need to get in their ass about that too. I know he is. I trust that he is. That's what you couldn't trust last year about the coach staff. I know they didn't get out that locker room last night without getting their ass tore off, especially the offensive line. I know that's why I don't feel I'm not worried yet because I see what he's trying to do, and you can see the conviction in the way the players talk about him. That's going to get fixed. When is the issue?
So let's wrap this up.
Stay healthy.
Let's wrap this up with next week's game against the Detroit Lions. What y'all expecting to see against the Lions from the Bears?
Something better than what we got.
I say this. I think that
any team in particular, specifics.
I just want to see if they get a lead, close the game. Attack the middle. The defense needs to attack the middle of the Lions. The middle. I think that's the Lions' Achilles heel is up the middle on their offensive line.
Okay. You want some more Manungai?
Yeah, I want to see that kid. I want to see him bang the middle, and if we get a lead, I just want to see us finish the game, close it.
Lions are 5.5-point favorites, and they're at home, so the Bears got a chance. Vegas saying.
Yeah, but the Lions is also angry from losing to the fucking Packers too.
Bears should be angry too for losing to the Vikings.
But
the way we lost
doesn't carry much weight because we ain't did shit to be.
The way the Bears lost,
we mad. We don't scare nobody when we mad.
The way the Bears lost, they need to be mad at themselves.
They should be. Yes.
The way they carried the game for 3 quarters and then just say,
right.
They need to be mad at themselves.
Yeah.
The coaching staff, the defense, the special teams, the offense, all of them need to be mad. Nobody can say Well, we did our part. No, y'all all made mistakes.
Everybody let up. No.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. We need to see, in my opinion, Caleb needs to be more decisive, and he needs to pull the trigger on some of them throws. Running backs, without giving an opportunity, I can't really, say running backs and do their job. I want to see more at the running backs. That's the best I can do with that because we don't know
More than 20 carries.
More than 20 carries. There you go. Wide receivers need more opportunities. The ball need to be put up more to them. They need to go to whoever the playmakers are. O-line, definitely put your shit together. Pull your head out your ass and run this damn ball like we're supposed to. I think the O-line has the most to prove, in my opinion. Y'all were talked about all offseason. Time to show and prove. And defense, I think defense, if the offense does its job and have some sustained drives, I think defense is going to round out pretty good. I'm not too worried about the defense other than the injuries.
All right, J-Mac, what you think we need? You said you said your part already. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the coach, I need to see more from the coach. I need to see better situational football from the coach. I want him to go ahead. He's only got one game on his belt, so I'm not gonna hold him to the fire too much just yet. But he has to improve on his situational football from this first week. If he can do that, I think we can seal the game. And he's playing against his former team, so he's gonna come with his best game plan. I know he is. He knows what he's going up against on both sides of the ball. And that's what I need. I need Ben Johnson to be improved in a situational game plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, their defense is going to be geared up to go up against Ben Johnson's offense.
For sure.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you still got to play. You still got to play with the press.
I hope he got something lined up to combat that.
I'm sure, of course, because he knows them like they know him.
Yeah,
he know them.
Right. He know that defense the same way they know our offense.
Yeah.
And
That's the beauty of it.
Gonna be trying to come cute as well. They're gonna be
on defense.
On offense.
Offense. I don't know. They didn't look cute.
They
didn't look cute game one.
Nah.
You know what was getting we got Ben though, so you're gonna have to saddle up and get ready for it. And then, hey,
they're gonna see. I think they miss him already, but we're gonna see if they really miss him. Game 2 against the Lions. All right, fellas. Anybody want to end this with something?
I'm just not worried. I'm not worried right now. I just think we got room to grow, and I can see the potential. I know we say this every year, but Ben's got me right now. The team, not so much. His coaching style is what I that's why I give us a chance.
You got something, J-Mac?
For me, right now, I'm just going game by game.
Yeah.
Let the chips fall where they may. For everybody out there, y'all hit that like and subscribe for some extra Bear content.
And for all the Bears fans, I ain't got nothing against Tyson Bagent, but I trust my starting quarterback, and he's our guy, and I'm not ready to.
Bagent. That guy hates Bagent.
Oh no,
Bagent is not even in my thought process because he's the backup for a reason, and I trust Caleb Williams, and I'm gonna ride with Caleb Williams until he shows otherwise.
If he don't,
one game ain't gonna change my thought. All right, fellas. And to the end, to that, I see y'all next week.
For sure. Stay tuned.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for coming through.
Yes, sir.
All day. Thanks for calling.